You are now live with INNFO8 Debates. This is Georgie the Truth with my colleague, Macho Camacho. What's up, Macho?
What's going on, Georgie? What's going on?
Where's my man John at?
Johnny.
Where's my man's John at?
Johnny.
Come on, John. Nah, John's working. He'll be here a little bit later on, but John the Voice will not be with us for the first hour. It's so sad. For the first time ever, something with life actually interfered with our show, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to keep the show going for y'all. We are being presented by WNRC, Nichols College, LP, Dudley and Webster. Also, shout out to New Era Radio for presenting us as well and giving us this opportunity. Shout out to Sir Jam. You guys can follow us on Facebook, INNFO8 Debates. Also, we are live on YouTube. Just search INNFO8 Debates on YouTube, and you should be able to find us.
Now, is that with two N's?
INNFO8 Debates with two N's. INNFO, and then the number 8.
So what we got today? What we got? The truth. Let me know what we talking about today.
Well, we got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, we're going to get right into the basketball talk, though. I want to talk about the finals a little bit, you know?
Uh-oh.
Talk some football today. Talk some Olympics today, you know?
We got to talk some hockey today.
Let's talk some hockey. I'm down to talk some hockey.
Whatever you want.
All right, so what about hockey? How do you want to start? I mean, we got Game 6 going right now.
Elimination game for the
Elimination
Predators.
game. Who you going for tonight?
Come on, man. Sid the Kid.
Sid the Kid?
Sid the Kid. And I'm going to start this off right because I got a comment on Facebook and was talking about the fact that Sidney Crosby now, he literally pushed Subban's face into the ice 6 to 8 times and was not penalized, no call, no anything.
Wow.
But honestly, it's hockey. Isn't that what kind of made the sport the sport? Because you can actually see people fight. I understand.
True.
But now how about a good friend of mine, Pat Hoey, he said now flip the roles. How about if it was Sid the Kid? Someone pushed Sidney Crosby, the child poster boy for the NHL into the ground. That's an automatic penalty.
Oh, that would have been an ejection.
You know what I'm saying? But
the whole team would have been on top of PK.
I feel bad for him, but he's trying. But the Penguins, they like the Golden State Warriors.
We'll see what the score is. We'll see.
It's 0-0 right now.
Game 6. They ain't quite the Golden State Warriors. We only hoping on Game 6 right now.
Yeah, let's not. I
don't know why I keep saying we. I'm a Boston Celtics fan, but it's like you gotta side with LeBron. How are you making the league MVP and underdog in this series, man? You gotta have a straight super team to do that. But anyways, right now it's 0-0. It's the end of the second period.
Third period? I said third quarter. I'm so used to basketball talk right now.
Yeah. Nashville, Pittsburgh tied 0-0. Pittsburgh up 3-2 in the series. We'll keep you guys posted all night on that, what's going on. And the latest in NBA is what we'll be talking about next. We'll give our audience what they love so much. You know, they love to hear us talk about the NBA, love to hear us talk about the NFL too, but, you know,
The NBA's hot right now.
The NBA, you know, we love the NBA here. We grew up on it. Everybody grew up on it. And if you came from anywhere remotely close to a hood, you grew up on basketball. That's it.
It's rather you pick up a ball or you hit the books. That's how you make it out of neighborhoods like that.
Yeah, the books.
You know, and that's what a lot of those basketball players did. And look at Kevin Durant, who's now in the finals. That's how he made it out.
Ooh.
LeBron. It just so happened. I mean, Steph Curry, yeah, but Steph and Clay, that's rare. But, you know, majority of these basketball players, that's how they make it. But this finals, I don't know. Something's weird. Something weird happened into the final. I feel like the commissioner and all those high-powered people, I feel like they changed the ball. They might have made it a magnet for LeBron to go in. Like
that's bad, though. That's bad. 86 points in one half.
This is how I look at it. How can you lose 3 straight and then blow the best team out by 21?
Seriously.
And think about how much money was on the line. Think about they ended a perfect playoff record. That's never been done.
Yeah.
But you know they couldn't sweep LeBron James because he couldn't get swept again.
Yeah, that would have been pretty bad for the resume right there.
Come on now.
Pretty bad. But hey, it happens. It happens. I don't know what's gonna happen from here to the end of the series. I mean, we've seen LeBron come back from 3-1. It's 3-1.
If it goes to Game 7, I'm done watching the NBA.
Oh man, this guy.
I am done watching the NBA. There's
literally
no way.
left at halftime of the game
I had to.
last game.
When
Dude
you-
literally left. I come back into my living room. Dude's gone. It must have been too rigged for him.
Hey, come on, man. First of all, you have J.R. Smith coming. First 2 shots of the game. That's how I know the game.
Straight splash.
That's what I'm talking about. J.R. Smith is so used to, and so accustomed to building houses with all the bricks he's throwing at the rim. All of a sudden, those things are going. I'm telling you, they have a little button that makes it go straight in. And then, you know, it was just crazy. You sneeze on LeBron, foul. You look at Kyrie, foul.
True.
Like, hey, come on, man.
Kyrie was kind of going off, though.
Kyrie's
you
he's
can't
a
even
beast.
take it away from him. I'm sorry.
That guy's a beast. Let me ask you, what do you think about this? Right now that they have this in the air that Kevin Durant is the best player in the world.
Oh man.
How come they weren't talking about this last year when he was
Oh,
up
man.
3-1?
Oh man.
When-
Oh man, that's just disrespectful. This guy goes to the finals for the first time in 5 years, and we're gonna say he's the best player in the world.
That's what people are saying.
And look at the move he made to get to the finals.
That move, that you can't beat him, join him, huh?
Hey, I mean, some people will say the same thing about LeBron. He did it with Miami. I see it in a little bit of a different light. There's always that competitive edge
Yeah.
when you're thinking about it. So you're just like, you really had to do that. They beat you. Like, why are you going to the team that beat you? But then on the other hand, you kind of look at it like, these guys have so much pressure to win. They either win or you're considered a Charles Barkley. Win or you're considered, you know, someone that wasn't that great. Someone that could have been greater with more rings, you know?
But you were supposed to beat him last year. That's the thing that
That's
I
the
don't
sad
know. You know, they were up 3-1 versus
That's the sad
the Warriors, and then you're gonna let them come back. You had 3 atrocious games, and then what did Draymond do after he lost to LeBron in Game 7 last year?
I'm pretty sure he gave Kevin Durant a call.
And said, "Hey, let's form this super
Is that
team."
legal?
I don't know. Someone needs to look into that.
Someone needs to look into
Draymond, listen, you're under investigation by INNFO8. But
Don't
no,
force
honestly, come on. How, that things like that shouldn't be allowed. You know what I'm saying? Because now it doesn't only make it unfair. Like, I'm sorry, but this finals has been boring to me.
that. I mean, Game 3 was pretty exciting. And then, you know, it kind of looked pretty rigged the other night. I'm not going to lie. But, hey, we never know. We're never going to know the truth. So why even bother bringing that up if we're never going to know the truth? Why don't we just keep watching? If we really believe that, why don't we just stop watching sports?
I don't know. It's just at big moments and big stage and big games, it's not only the players playing, you know?
You think so?
But come on, man.
You honest to God believe that?
Come on, when $22 million, I'm not talking 1,000. I'm not talking 100. I'm talking $22 million on a game. Come on, you don't think things are going to be altered?
True.
You don't think things are going to be different?
Hey, I've been saying it about the Super Bowl, and I'm a huge Pats fan.
If you're about to lose $22 million, you're not going to alter it? And I'm pretty sure, come on, you've seen the game. I know everybody in this room has seen the game. The referees had Cleveland Cavalier jerseys on.
Oh, man.
They were number 00, 01, and 02. Come on, there's no way nobody else noticed that.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, and I'm definitely gonna see a difference in the next couple games coming up, because you got to think about it. It's kind of repeating history a little bit, you know what I mean, with the
Oh,
whole
man.
3-1 ceremony
situation.
We got a call.
But,
Guys, go ahead and keep on
You
doing
know,
dialogue.
so definitely seeing the way things are going now with the game and the way they did last year with the same exact teams.
Yep.
I'm gonna go on to the bandwagon, as you could say, with what
Yeah,
you
we've
said,
done
and
what you were
basically state that it is going to be boring the next couple
Yeah.
games. These games are going to be rigged. They're going to be boring, so they're just going to make it for the ratings and
Ooh,
just
I
for the
like that.
tickets
I
and the
like that.
money for these
Where you
people to
coming
come
from,
through and just have as much or get
So
as much
much,
profit as they can out of it.
I feel
Because
like
it make it all the way to Game 7 if
Yeah.
they want to.
I feel like this series is not even about the 2 best teams
It's
anymore.
not.
It's
It's really
about
not.
how much money can we bring in.
Exactly. How much money can you get either from LeBron and the Cavs or Golden State and Curry and KD?
Yeah,
You know?
it just, I don't know, it just fit too perfect, you know what I'm saying? I went into the game thinking, okay, I can't wait for LeBron to get swept, and then all
That's
of a
what I
sudden,
thought.
and then all of a sudden, the magic happens, you know?
I thought at least it would be a really good competitive game, but no, 86 points you said in the first quarter?
If you watch, though, yeah, it was 86 points in the first quarter. But if you watch
26
Golden
foul
State,
shots.
True, but at the end of the game, Golden State had more free throws. But that's beside the fact, guys. dude, Golden State was still keeping up with them, and they literally scored almost 100 points in the first half, and
They
Golden
had
State
to.
was still in the game.
They had to.
You need everybody.
You do.
You need the Holy Spirit on your side. You need LeBron. You need them all.
You do.
Why does it take
Absolutely.
you to game 4 to light that fire under your
That's
butt?
what I'm saying.
For real.
You were losing.
After game 1, that
For
fire
real.
would have been lit.
They were
Game
getting,
3 was a close one, though, guys.
It was.
That was a close
but they
one.
still lost by what, 10 points?
Nah, they lost by
9?
like 5. It was
I
113
don't
to
know. It
118.
looked like 9. It looked like KD went off a little
Well,
bit.
beside the fact, guys, we do have a caller. My boy Pat. He's from Boston, just moved to Nashville, Tennessee. So I'm going to introduce him as Pat from Boston to Nashville, Tennessee. He wants to talk about Larry Bird and where he sits in the greatest of all time conversation. And
Oh,
this is a
Larry.
big topic in Boston. I know a lot of people from Boston that put Larry Bird,
Michael Jordan.
if not greatest, very close to the greatest. But Pat, what's up? Let us know what you think.
How you doing, Pat?
No problem, Pat. No
Anytime,
problem.
man. Anytime.
Have to represent
Trying to
Nichols
get a little
College.
more diverse around here.
We do.
Where do you think Larry Bird stands? You know, the reason why I'm asking is because everyone's talking about KD being the greatest. How can he be considered the greatest when his team is just like full of all-stars?
Exactly.
If you look at Larry Bird's team, those guys are all Hall of Famers.
See, the thing about Kevin Durant that I look at him now, don't get me wrong, he is a superstar. You put him on any team, he's gonna excel. But his situation, he hopped on a team that it wasn't like they were 500 or just above. They were the best team, broke the 95-96 Bulls record, and you joined them. It's almost like his ring that he is gonna get is polished. He didn't work for it. You know, and Larry Bird now, that's a whole different man because I don't know, he's in a one-on-one. I feel like Larry Bird will mentally break down KD.
You can honestly say that Larry Bird's the most underrated great of all time.
That's a great point because he is a monster. He's there's a whole montage clip of like 6 to 8 minutes on YouTube if you look it up of Michael Jordan trying to guard, and I'm talking about the GOAT now, Michael Jordan trying to guard Larry Bird, and he couldn't do it. So that must say something a lot about Larry because Larry, he's a hustler. He plays hard and he won't ever do something Kevin Durant did. You know, he stuck it out in the city of Boston, and that's why people love him so much. But I don't know, as a small forward, I would say he's top 3 of all time.
What do you think? What do you think, Pat? Where does Larry Bird stand for you?
Yep. Okay.
Oh yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you there. And one thing for sure is that if he took better care of himself and probably played in an era that wasn't, magnified with drugs and alcohol, he probably would have played for a lot longer and been a lot better. But hey, what do you get? What do you end up with? 3, 4 championships out of 5 that he went to? 6?
I don't know, I'm not a Boston fan.
Man, all I know is that Larry is the legend around here.
Hey Pat. So that comment that you wrote on Facebook now you have to give us your side of this story because now I gave my opinion. I want to hear your opinion because you moved from Boston to Nashville and now they're playing for the Stanley Cup. So what do you think? That's a
Okay.
fact. That's not an opinion.
Okay.
So you're talking now because he's a lot darker than Sydney, huh?
Yep. Yep. Not only because. Yeah.
Yeah, we get what you're getting.
Yeah.
at.
Not only because it's hard for some hockey fans to accept the fact that PK Subban's a superstar in their league. Yes, we can go out and say that straight out, but I think that particular situation you're bringing up would have more to do with how much Sidney Crosby has actually done for the game and for Pittsburgh. If you see someone do what, wait, who was it that hit who? PK Subban got hit by Sidney
Yes,
Crosby?
yes.
Okay. Wait, what? Whoa. Wow. I did not know I did not know he was slamming someone's head into the ground. Whoa. That completely changes
And nothing
it.
happened? No calls were made?
Wow.
And then he was right back on the ice to do it again, huh? Wow. So now if it was flipped, what do you think would have happened to Subban?
Nashville in 7. Yep, Brad Marchand. I agree with you there. Wow, I didn't know the parameters of that altercation. Wow. A few times getting your head. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look it up now.
I just can't believe nothing. I mean, but it's Sid the Kid. People are gonna look at him. People are gonna look at him and say, "Oh, that's just hockey now. Let them boys play on the board," But I don't know. That can't be right. That can't be right.
And they're both still playing right now as we speak in game 6, huh? Oh wow.
Might be rigged too, huh? A lot of things been going fishy in sports. I don't know. Too many
Wow.
things.
That's crazy.
Oh, I don't know.
That was my
That's a
comment.
little
I
fishy.
don't
know.
know because.
He did. He made a little double prayer.
He said, "I'll take it." That's a true New England fan
I
right
don't
there.
know. The Falcons playbook went missing.
Oh wow.
Definitely. But you have Julio Jones.
It
True.
was just spectacular.
And you're up what? 18?
Because when you have the Patriots down, you want to keep, you want to run the score up
16. 16 then we're done.
because the Patriots do the same thing. I was at the championship game versus the Steelers, and they ran up the score.
And what kind of jersey did you have on?
I had a listen.
What kind of jersey was that? Oh, that was a sad day for Camacho.
I know, but it was crazy. But you Patriot fans get to me. Or you Boston fans just get to me.
True. But Pat, thank you for the call, man. We appreciate you, brother.
You too,
You
Pat.
too.
Hey, that kid Pat now, he knows how to start a pep rally. He's one of Nichols' own. He was a big time guy here. Him at basketball games were the greatest things ever. He would do this thing called the roller coaster. He'll get the crowd hype. He'll stand up like on a timeout and just rally us all up. It's just crazy, but
It's great to have somebody like that. But we just wanted to shout out our presenters today, WNRC Radio, LP Dudley. You know, we're out of here at Nichols College. You know, shout out to Sir Jim and everybody out there supporting us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to New Era Radio and Nichols College.
New Era.
We're loving it. We're loving our opportunity. We love talking sports with the people. Love taking calls. Anything you want to debate about, it's 508-943-8320. Also, you can go ahead and watch us on our YouTube live feed right now. We're streaming live through YouTube. Just look up INNFO8 Debates, I2Ns, and the number 8 Debates. Just look that up. You can watch our live stream right from YouTube, interact on the comment section, let us know what you want to talk about. But back to the agenda, back to what we like to talk about around here mostly. What's going to happen, guys? Finals.
A lot, man. It's rigged. I'm sorry.
It
comes back to it, man, because I just can't see a on fire Golden State Warrior team basically poop the bed like that.
Wow.
In Game 4.
Honestly,
they did it last year though, but I don't know.
They did, but still, come on.
KD.
If everybody's looking at you to sweep LeBron, you might as well do it. Why not give them that opportunity? Because you know they would have done it.
Exactly.
If the game wasn't rigged and it was just a street basketball game,
22 if it goes to Game 7.
they would have won.
Come on now. And you think that's not gonna happen?
It's not. Absolutely astonishing, guys.
Like, I can't take away anything that the Cavs did. The players they played great. Threes were on point. They were splashing everything they could left and right. In faces, out of faces, open, not open. But you got to look at the stats and the way they played. You got to actually sit down and watch the footage on how they played. Look at each individual player. Did he slightly move out the way to give that block? Did he, do a moving pick and the ref didn't call it to give a pass off? You know what I'm saying? To make a shot. So
There was just too many calls going against Golden State.
Exactly.
That kind of raised my left eyebrow like Dwayne Johnson, when he used to stare at the crowd. But things like that it's just fishy, and I'm not gonna knock them because I want the Warriors to win simply because I can't have LeBron threaten Michael Jordan in rings. But now, does Kevin Durant get the love for his ring?
No.
Now players like Kobe and MJ who actually earned them. I'll give it to LeBron too. LeBron's earned it. LeBron came back to his homeland and said, "Listen, I'm gonna just make sure I wasn't that superstar who didn't win a ring like Reggie Miller or Patrick Ewing. So I'm gonna go out there and make my team and then come back." But players like Kevin Durant now, what's people's opinion and look on him? Because I have mixed feelings about him now.
Yeah. If you're a true fan of competition, true fan of the NBA, yeah, I mean, what LeBron did, I could see that rubbing you the wrong way. But what KD did, I don't care what kind of fan you are. You can see that what he did, I'm sorry.
It's wrong.
I don't think I've seen anyone make a weaker move. Stephen A. Smith hit it right on the head. Weakest move of all time in any sport.
You should have heard what Skip Bayless said. He said it was a B move. And I don't have to elaborate on that.
I saw a meme that's like Julio Jones going to the Patriots.
It really is.
Come on, that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
That's a great point. It is exactly what it
Julio
is.
Jones going to the Patriots, an outstanding player to go to one of the greatest teams that is possibly going to win the Super Bowl that year.
And it just, but it's not like the Warriors built that super. So shout out to their organization because with all the training, hard work, and they produced these players that nobody took a chance on.
They drafted him.
But Kevin Durant, come on.
Yeah, where did that come from? How you gonna stop Chris Paul and not Kevin Durant? Where was the league on that one?
Come on, that's exactly. Oh, but that's because the commissioner owned.
Now, what if Golden State ends up losing this series? Do we say the same things we're saying right now in a couple weeks?
I'm done watching basketball. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna be a hockey fan.
Yeah, hockey and football is gonna be my main focuses.
Nashville in 7.
Oh my gosh.
Nashville in 7. I ain't even a hockey fan. Nashville in 7.
No shot. I mean, that's a good deal. Listen, if Nashville wins today, what would I do? I would I don't know.
Bet 100 on Nashville.
I can't gamble. I don't want to take easy money. Yeah. That's easy money right there.
All right, so Nashville in 7.
I'm the one to lose the easy money.
Sid the Kid, man, he's the he's a problem. But Patrick Hoey did come on some crazy thing. Talk about. I gotta watch that video. I'm surprised I didn't see that. You know, because I'm pretty sure if a player in his, in his predicament, in his status, was to get touched, he'll get the LeBron James treatment, And I've seen the kid get bumped and people get time in the box for it. So
True. I'll give you
But
that.
that's with every sport. So do you think it's let me ask this question: which sport is it easier to hide those types of favoritism?
boxing.
You think boxing?
You think so?
How
Yeah.
about how so in boxing? I mean,
Because boxing isn't a team effort; it's one-on-one. Like you have to connect, and there's no way you're gonna prevent the knockout if someone catches you.
true.
True.
Now,
But-
if it goes all 12 rounds, then what is it all about?
See, now you're gonna get George started on Mayweather because this happens. But
Mayweather lost to De La Hoya. He bought that fight.
anyways,
Buys a lot of
all this blasphemy that just came out of his mouth. Someone mute that mic. I don't want to hear that anymore.
Mute. I'm at the controls, baby.
Oh,
What's up?
man.
I was just bam, done. You're mute.
Hello? No, but no. I mean, it's hard. I mean,
Because it's wrong for no matter what organization, what team, what sport, for someone to do something else to another player and get away with it. Let alone somebody who's a superstar in that sport that everybody knows and everybody loves and cherishes and watches and looks up to. For him to do something wrong and not get penalized, but then if somebody was to do it to him, he or she would get penalized for it. And no matter what sport you're at, I think that's wrong.
But at the same time, I mean, hockey is one of those sports that
they allow
there's
fighting.
fighting in that sport. It's not like Ron Artest and Ben Wallace hopping in the crowd punching fans out. You know, I mean, these people are meant to fight. Like, it's
So-
part of the sport.
So if I was the ref, then I would have let him get up and fight then.
Yeah, that's what they're
send him
supposed
straight
to
the
do.
box.
I don't know about slamming him on the ground by his head. That's kind of raw, but
That's dangerous.
I know that they throw fists in that sport though.
But now it's the same treatment. So check this out. How many times has Draymond Green got into, a predicament because his leg came up too high? Did you see when Andre Iguodala stripped LeBron James on the?
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? How come the league didn't get into that? How come they? I bet you if it was Draymond, he was.
Draymond's, it was a reoccurring thing. With LeBron, it was late game.
I don't
It
know.
just happened so quick,
Yeah.
but it's not a reoccurring thing with LeBron. That's probably why it just slipped through the rug. But still, he did. His leg did sneak up. I'll admit that. I don't know about him. I'll admit that.
Iguodala felt it. I know that.
Hey, Iguodala took the W home though. So
Hey.
I don't think it mattered too much to him. They're up 3-1. They're feeling on top of the world. What do you guys think is gonna happen? Let me get your prediction right now. It's on the books. It's on the YouTube Live. We can go back and find this.
That's true.
Who's winning? How? Why?
The Warriors. Now I have to
Hold
say.
up, before we do that, WNRC has presented to you INNFO8 Debates, also New Era Radio. We want to give a shout out to Sir Jam, shout out to Daniel Rodriguez out here filling in
Yeah.
for our man John the Voice and doing a great job. Also shout out to my man Macho Camacho. Macho. We also got a great guest in our studio today. He's a family member of Daniel Rodriguez. Why don't you introduce him, my friend?
Martinez, man. Brian Martinez.
Say what's
He's
up to the
actually,
crowd, Brian.
What's up? What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Girlfriend, Naomi.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a special guest today with us, helping out with our not so technical difficulties today. But hey, we get through it. We get
Yes,
through it. That's what we
yes,
do.
we do.
So now back to that question.
You say state, huh?
My original prediction. I hate to say it, but I was
Your
wrong.
original prediction was
A sweep,
4-zip.
and it was supposed to happen, but the NBA helped them.
It should be
Yes.
2-2 right now. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It
here
should
we
be
go.
2-2.
Yeah, it should have. LeBron should have won 7 times, but didn't. Anyways, but now I have to say this Monday coming up, the Warriors. I want to say by 13 points.
Warriors by 13.
Yep.
So that's for Game 5. You think it's over? Game 5.
Yep. They had to let the Cavs win. You can't put that on the. You know why? Because now, if LeBron was to get swept, there's no argument that he can compete with Jordan because that's two finals that you gotten swept in. So they still want him to be able to chase that goal, so they can say, "Oh, listen, I did beat 4 All-Stars one game, and I
It's
should have
a
won the
headline.
2." You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
headline.
Because it is an amazing accomplishment to beat these players because you have the best shooter in the world,
If
Steph
I'm not
Curry.
mistaken, Daniel said Golden State in 4-2. What's up, Daniel?
I did.
What happened?
I did.
What happened, Daniel?
Listen. Okay, you gotta watch these players. They didn't come out with the same drive as they had the first 3 games. They didn't at all. If you look at them, they slacked off during shots, passes, calling out their plays to do on defense and offense. They slacked off and gave windows of opportunity for the Cavs to get these amazing dunks, layups, pass, and ones.
33 pointers. They shattered the league record for 3-pointers.
Like, don't get me wrong, majority of them was in somebody's face, and these guys were on fire making these shots. But even when they first started out, you're letting them get open. You're letting them pass the ball around the world. Literally, you're playing around the world.
True.
And then you leave that one person open, or 2 or 3 guys are D'ing up one guy. Why are you on one guy for?
All right, Daniel. So what's your prediction? What's your prediction for Game 5?
I think the score will be a little bit closer, but State does win it. Golden State should and definitely win this game. But I think Cavs is gonna come out obviously on fire because they won last game, so they're gonna come out on fire in the first probably quarter and a half. And then after that, Golden State is just gonna steadily build up their points in that lead, and they're just gonna take the win probably by at least 5 points, 5-10 points.
Okay.
I honestly hope that. I hope that the Cavs win next game. Yeah, because it's still a taco at Taco Bell. Yeah,
Okay.
Come on, man. I took a taco when Golden State came in and beat them game 3. You know, I went to Taco Bell and got me a free taco.
Oh, I'm getting it.
Definitely
I'm getting
gonna go
one
there
next time
myself.
too.
Free taco, but
I say I'm sticking with my original prediction. It's going to be Cavs in 7. So we're going to see history again, guys.
But if they
Get ready
take
for
it to 7, how bad of a beating you think it's gonna be?
I don't think it'll be a beating at all. I think it's going to come down right to the wire if it goes to Game 7. I think it's going to be just like last year. LeBron's going to have to come up with some type of crazy block or some type of game-winning shot that at some point it could be Game 5. It could be Game 6. You know what I mean? It could be any of the next 3 games. But LeBron's going to have to play exactly the way he played last game, and he's going to need help just like he got last game.
he just has to post up on the block a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like the greats do it. You know, MJ, Kobe, when they got tired, they posted up on the block, forced a double team, and kicked out to the shooters. That's how he surrounded himself with a bunch of shooters.
Okay.
So now you got to attract the double team. You're 6'8", and people say he's 250, but I'm going to say LeBron's like 270.
All right. How many points do LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love need tomorrow for them to win? I say
Combined?
yes, combined. You could say them.
Okay.
You could say them one by one though. I say you're gonna need 40 from LeBron. You're gonna need 40 from Kyrie, and you're gonna need at least 17 to 20 from Kevin Love.
Wow, you just lowballed K-Love.
17 to 20. I'll be happy with that.
Come on. I say LeBron 35, Kyrie 32, and Kevin Love 26.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Because now it's time for your bench to step it up.
Real.
J.R. Smith got to step it up.
Richard Jefferson got to step it up.
RJ, Iman. Oh, you know what? Just get rid of him. You know who's also a big disappointment?
Deron Williams.
Oh my! Don't even. I used to love that guy.
I used to love him too, but
you,
man, what are you doing subbing him and Tyronn Lue? Tyronn, you better sub yourself in first.
grow your braids back.
Stop.
But on a serious note, it's just mind-boggling how how you just first of all lowballed K-Love. That actually got me kind of upset. But the fact that Kyle Korver can't hit his threes, I feel like he's so inconsistent compared to his Atlanta years. Are you kidding me? You left Kyle Korver the amount of space in Steph Curry's 2 front teeth open, and he would hit that.
True.
Now, they were talking about it on, they brought up a play when LeBron attracted a double team and kicked it out on the left side, right on the baseline, and Kyle Korver missed it. You know, Young, I don't know what happened to him because that's usually bottom of the net.
Yep.
And now that makes it look bad on LeBron because, hey, you're the greatest, supposedly the greatest player to ever play the game. And you're the greatest athlete that in my era, you know?
Yep.
Why didn't you go up with it? So you're making LeBron look bad. And LeBron, you know, and of course it's LeBron's team, so you know everything's coming back to him.
True.
But now if he made it, it's a different story. So Culver needs to step it up for them to even maintain. That's why you were brought in here, to shoot threes, not to miss them.
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
gonna have to go LeBron. He's gonna have to at least make 40. Irving 30 and Love 30 as well.
Ooh.
You know, so
You think the bench is going to have a bad game?
I think they're gonna have a bad game.
Man, but
'Cause
Caleb,
Warriors are gonna come out with a fire. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
They're definitely gonna come out with that chip on their shoulder. Okay, you guys got one, but it's time to win this last game. But at the end of the day, the Cavs are gonna come back like, okay, now we know we can shut you guys down. You know what I mean? We could shut that fire down. We could put the water on it real quick and just let it simmer there. And we're gonna come back at you with our shots. You know, we're gonna throw some punches back at you, and let's see if you guys could dodge these punches.
nah. And another thing I want the NBA and the commission to really look into is I'm tired of Steph Curry's little antics.
Yeah.
Have you
No
seen?
way.
Have you seen the celebrations and the extra things that he's been doing?
The toe touches
And not only did you see what he did in Cleveland Game 3 after Kevin Durant hit that shot, he literally acted like he was taking a poop on the court.
I didn't see that.
Nobody seen that, but I saw that,
I
and
didn't.
it got brought up, but no one's looking into it, and things like that. It's very unsportsmanship, like of
It
a
is.
person of his caliber.
LeBron did that.
You kidding me,
It would've been
LeBron?
all over the news.
You know, yeah, he'll get destroyed, but I don't understand why they're allowing these passes for Golden State. Yeah, they're a great team, don't get me wrong, but still, keep the game fun, you know?
Exactly. It's all about good sportsmanship, and that's what, you know, we're taught at a young age. So to play a professional sport that millions and millions of people are looking at you, and even if it is a slight second off of the camera that, you know, it's on you and you do something so dramatically unsportsmanlike, it's
It's inappropriate.
it makes
yeah,
you
it is.
look bad as a person, let alone your whole team and the organization you're playing for.
It'd be
because
different if they
they're allowing it.
on Rucker Park or something like that. You know what I mean?
They're in the pros.
But they're in the pros. You're a professional.
That's
Yeah,
your
exactly.
job.
Getting
That's like
paid for
Randy
this.
Moss doing what he did to the Green Bay Packers back in the day.
What, that moon?
Yeah, where he
Moon right there?
pretended to put his pants out. That was hilarious. One of the greatest
Greatest
antics
football
of all
players.
time. But hey, very disrespectful. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Olympics tonight. I wanted to get in the fact that something happened this week, guys. Something big. 3-on-3 basketball has been approved for the Olympic Games in 2020.
I think that's outstanding.
I think that's outstanding too.
But now, who do you guys, or who the Olympics actually let play in those 3-on-3 games? Who do they let? Do they let women and men? Only men? Do they let high school, colleges? Do you
It's
know what I
women
mean?
and men.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's college or professional people that are eligible. I would say professional people or people that have at least retired or something should be
Okay,
eligible.
because like, you know, with other sports, you know, track and all these other things, you build your way, and it's all through college, you know, as well, that you build your way to get to the Olympics. So are they gonna allow college players to build their way into getting onto this 3-on-3 Olympic team, and how would they do that?
I think that's honestly a great idea. I'm not sure exactly how they would do that. Maybe it's something like USA basketball, for example. They'll take the best college player, toss them on the team for that year. It's every 4 years the Olympics
okay.
comes, you know. So
So,
I would say the way I would do it, I would let that 3-on-3 be for the college players. That's a good idea, especially for college guys and girls. It gives the leagues a little bit more of a look at them. See what that little spotlight in the Olympics brings out in them. You know what I mean? Because the Olympics has been said to just be completely different than playing in a league. You're playing for your country at that point. So
Exactly.
that's like fighting for your country in a way. Not really fighting for your country, you know, but
okay.
you're representing your country, you know.
Now, one thing I've always had a question about, and I never really did the research, I don't know why, but do they get paid going to the Olympics?
Yeah, yeah, they
you
do.
get paid for each event you do in
Yeah, you have to qualify.
Okay.
You have
So
to
now,
qualify.
if you have to qualify, now how would they even do this? I have so many questions for it, because if it's a 3-on-3, it's not like it's a full basketball game. It's a 3-on-3, so how would you choose your players? Where would you choose them from? And how much would you pay each player to play in this Olympics? Would you give, you know, let's say me, you, and Camacho are chosen to be on one of these Olympic teams. Are you going to get more than me? Are you going to get paid more than me, and why?
Okay, I'll say I'm pretty sure it's the same when it comes to Olympic ball.
Yep.
That's my best guess.
unless I believe
It
the
could
winner
be-
takes the higher prize.
Okay.
Well, as far as like
As a group,
your
right?
team though, like
Oh, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
team splits everything,
Yeah.
whatever they win evenly, but it does depend on how far you go.
Okay.
So,
As-
But I think that's outstanding that they're doing that, because
Yeah.
it's making it more diverse than what it already is.
you
Yeah,
wanna, you want to hear my theory? who I'm going in as me being the coach. You know who my 3 is.
Who's your 3?
I'm gonna go Lonzo Ball.
Okay.
Oh my
Have to.
gosh.
You know I love my Lonzo Ball. I gotta bring that kid, man. There's just something about him. He's gonna be great. I'm gonna take LeBron James, just because George can't take him, and you guys can't repeat my pick, so LeBron's off the table.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go Anthony Davis.
Okay.
That's a nice choice.
I'm gonna go Shaq in his prime.
Oh.
I'm gonna go Magic Johnson in his prime. I'm gonna go Michael Jordan. So,
Yeah, you won just because LeBron can't guard MJ. So
who's guarding Shaq in 3-on-3? It's over. I'm sorry. You're
Just
not
feed him
guarding.
in.
You need all 3 players on Shaq. It's over.
That's true. I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna go way back to the 76ers and have to grab Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
I'm gonna
Hey,
have to
aye.
grab Allen Iverson. He's a great shooter. I'm also gonna have to grab Kobe.
Okay.
Kobe's definitely gonna have to be on there. I'm sorry. I'm not a big basketball fan, but I know Kobe's one of them in my book.
Better than
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah, hey,
In
way,
some people's opinion.
way better than LeBron. I'm sorry. Sorry, you LeBron fans out there.
You want to hear something? Hold on, I'm sorry to cut.
No,
keep
no,
keep
go
your
ahead.
third guy in. I heard some craziness coming out of the Truth's mouth over here. He done
Has to be
said
true.
he done said Magic Johnson is considered in people's eyes to be the greatest basketball player to play the game
Can
of
I
basketball.
please have a real basketball head calling right now? 508-943-8320. This is INNFO8 Debates, presented by WNRC, Nichols College Radio, and New Era Radio. Shout out to Sir Jan for the opportunity. Like I was saying, somebody who knows basketball out there, please, 508-943-8320. Call me right now and let these young boys know who Magic Johnson is. Who Magic Irving Johnson is. Do you know why they called him Magic? Do you know why they called him Magic?
Tell me.
I had to do my research. See, I be arguing with my old basketball coach on Facebook all the time about this. All the time. And he always tells me a better comparison, rather than comparing LeBron and MJ, a better comparison is LeBron and Magic. They're the same type of player. Only thing is, Magic possibly was better. And in some people's eyes, he was the best of all time. Including Michael Jordan.
Don't even feed into it.
You gotta
name your
actually
third.
watch the guy play. You gotta actually watch the guy play. It's
That's true. I haven't watched Magic Johnson play,
Yo.
so I can't give him the credit.
He's just gassing on because he picked
his
him.
rookie season. What was he? 20 years old, not even old enough to drink? Dude won the NBA Finals. Dude won the league MVP. Dude won the NBA Finals MVP.
But now when I say Magic lost to Jordan, he's too old, but he won the MVP.
He had
that year.
HIV when he lost to Jordan.
But he
It
still
doesn't
won the
matter.
MVP. He still won MVP of the
I'm
league.
just
HIV
saying.
or no HIV.
I'm just saying.
What are you just saying?
You can't let a disease bring you down. No
And
matter
he
how
didn't.
severe.
He didn't. He went to the championship that
Exactly.
year
In the 90s?
and won the MVP of the regular season.
That's a really big deal in the 90s.
And how
It's
come
not
he's
like-
still not dead?
Magic Johnson.
That's the real question. He got the cure. He don't have it no
Magic
more.
Johnson.
That's a whole.
Yeah,
other-
Magic
That's
Johnson.
A,
He
that's a
lives up
whole
to his
other,
name.
Magic
That's a whole
Johnson
other
got the
conversation.
magic.
Yeah, he lives
Mrs.
up to his
Johnson.
name. But now, who is your third to fade?
Dwayne
Jordan.
Wade.
Ooh,
I'm gonna have to grab Dwayne Wade.
He went all guards.
Oh,
All
God, yeah,
guards.
he's low. I thought
Yeah.
I was coming in third. You had a great first too, but I don't know. Georgie, I don't know.
Shaq is absolutely destroying you guys.
I say you win
I stay
21-19.
away from Shaq. I stay
Hey.
away from him. Shoot for fuck.
Hey, but back to that thought where you said it should be college players. I think that's a good idea, man. That's a really good idea.
Give him a light, something to look
Yeah.
forward to, something that they could strive more than just their championships.
Let them
that
grab
they
a
have.
gold medal.
Exactly.
Let them feel like they're
They fight
representing
for their
their country.
championships, but then those excelling players out there are gonna be like, okay, yeah, we won this championship, we won this great meet or whatever it is, but now we're going to the Olympics on a 3-on-3.
Yeah, and the way they actually come up with these teams, they have tournaments, because I don't know about the rest of the Olympic sports that are on, but as far as basketball goes, they're run by something called FIBA, which basically holds the qualifying tournaments before the big tournament at the Olympics, and that's how they figure out the seeding, that's how they figure out who's going to play.
You sure you didn't say FEMA, as in FEMA camps?
FIBA, F-I-B-A. F-I-B-A. We can talk about FEMA camps, though. We can talk about FEMA
And how
camps.
Walmart is shutting down a lot of places. It's been out there for a while, but Walmart's been shutting down a lot of places and actually building FEMA camps and hidden tunnels within their facilities
That's
around
crazy.
the world.
That's crazy.
That's a whole different topic, though.
But I don't know. I feel like it should be college players as well. I don't see why not let these dudes, they, out of the, because honestly the NBA players, the thing that about these gold medals is a player like now, Carmelo Anthony, his biggest achievement is that he has the most gold medals as an NBA player, but 0 rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let the professionals be professionals and let these amateurs who are on the way to be a pro show, top 3. I don't even know how they'll break up the teams, or have a nice raffle or not a raffle. Yeah, I don't know, but
maybe from each college itself,
You know
pick
what I'm
their
saying?
top 3 players from their basketball team there, and then they battle it out with all the other college players as well. And
I don't know, because some teams are gonna be unfair.
Oh
like
well,
Kentucky.
you said Olympics is more worldly, right?
Yeah.
So like Japan, does Japan have basketball? Basketball?
Yeah, of course they do. I mean, T-Mac and all of them they played in Japan, Stephon Marbury and all that. But I don't know. How would you break down this?
Puerto Rico have a 3-on-3 basketball team.
How would you give America's team? How can you break that down? I don't know. That's actually a challenging to just set up the teams.
Yeah,
For 3-on-3.
that's a challenging task, and I'm pretty sure they have it figured out already. But for people like us that are on outside looking in, trying to figure out what they're doing on the inside, it's a little difficult and challenging. We have a lot of questions, so if anybody does know any of these questions that we're asking, you could definitely hit us up. 508-943-8320. Again, that is 508-943-8320 at WNRC Nichols College Radio. We are live to you here on YouTube Live as well. If you guys are checking in, 97.5. If you guys want to check in just on the radio, don't got time to look at us live. We're also shout out to Sure Jam and
New Era,
man.
New Era Radio, baby. Shout out to all our presenters, man. We're going to be right back, just giving you guys a quick PSA, but we will be back with INNFO8 Debates.
That's wow.
I don't know how they will break that up.
I have so many questions for that shit. Like, who in your right mind would you choose? If you did choose college teams and just college teams, would you, are there other college teams out there in other countries that we could use? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like coaches should have a lottery. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it should be like retired people. Like they should deadass be in the conversation.
That would be a show to watch.
Shaq, come on, Shaq and Kobe. You know Kobe's gonna be in there.
So next segment is gonna be the NFL best fits at rookies.
4 figures were tearing toward him.
Best fits for teams as rookies.
He turned and ran blindly down the trail, slipping, sliding, stumbling.
Best fit signings. What we expect from this season. Oh, and the Patriots Super Bowl ring having 283 diamonds exactly.
You guys are trolls, man.
283 diamonds? Is that what the most diamonds on a Super Bowl?
No, for 28 to 3.
Because that's how much they came down for.
Oh, okay, 283. Wow. Wow. I think they did that just to rub it into people's face and make them mad on purpose.
The Patriots are like that.
Hey, look, we won by this much and we rigged it to win that by that much, so boom. I still think it's rigged and that's my team. I'm sorry. Cause even if you watch the sound FX when they're mic'd up, some of the players almost, I feel like, spill the beans. They're like, oh, but we got Tom Brady. And then Tom Brady's like, oh, don't worry, it's gonna be good. Like, this is gonna be history. We're gonna make history. A little confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Get it, Daniel. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. We back. We're back. INNFO8 Debates, baby. You know what we about. Shout out to WNRC, Nichols College Radio, and New Era Radio. Thank you for presenting to us INNFO8 Debates. We're live every Sunday night, 10 p.m. to midnight. Also live on YouTube, 10 p.m. to midnight every Sunday night. Just search up INNFO8 Debates with 2 N's. INNF08. The number 8. What does the F08 and INNFO8 stand for, guys? F08.
This is a trick
508.
question.
508, baby.
508.
I'm from the
That's where we're
347.
from.
I'm from the 347.
Now you're from the 508.
Is that a little argument there?
Nope. Nope.
508,
He's from the
what's
5.
better, 508
Hey,
347?
where do you live?
617.
Me?
Where do you live?
I can't give that information out. I'm gonna have people in my house.
What city do you live in?
I live
What city do you live in?
In Worcester.
Worcester?
Yep.
Get the correct punctuation, guys. Worcester.
Worcester,
That's
okay.
how you pronounce that? I've been there for a while.
I'm pretty sure the Worcester is what? 508. Alright, so that settles that.
This guy.
Next, we will be talking about our favorite league to watch, the National Football League. Wanted to get into some rookie talk, get into some signings, see what we think is the best fit for these teams. Who that got signed this year? By any team. What's your opinion? Who that got signed is the best fit and why? I'll go first. Brandon Cooks. Hands down. Not signed, traded. Same thing, you know.
It's almost the
In
same.
that area.
Yeah.
I say Brandon Cooks because everything I've been reading about his chemistry with Tom Brady already, flawless. Hey, I mean, what more can you say? It's Brady.
Another target on the team.
Another target, a deep threat. We haven't had this since
Randy.
Moss.
Yeah.
Randy Moss. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's a couple other good signings. Adrian Peterson
You
in New Orleans.
Do you think he? You basically think Brandon Cooks is actually gonna show out his first rookie season, or you think he's gonna have to build his way? Because Tom Brady he's kind of a little. Yeah, I guess you could say intimidating. You know what I mean? It's intimidating to. It's a little bit. If you ask a couple players, they feel a little bit intimidated. They get a little, starstruck or a little nervous to play with Tom Brady, let alone against him.
I want to say AJ. Oh man, I can't pronounce his last name. I want to say Doy, something like that, from the Texans. He played cornerback number 24. He moved to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's every year about the Jaguars. They're who they acquire.
I'm still not picking him in any pool whatsoever.
Listen, I was thinking about redrafting Blake Bortles again, but then
Nah.
got me in last place in fantasy. But no, that's a great pickup because he is coming. He was the Texans' top corner, and they were the number 1 defense.
Yeah. Yeah, J.J. Watt's coming back. We'll see how they look.
And that was without J.J. Watt, number 1 defense.
Jadeveon Clowney looking like a true superstar last year.
You got to climb that hurdle before you become great, and Clowney is on the way. Now, you're gonna have to you can't double team both of them. You can't double team Clowney or Watt. You got to pick one.
And who's the best rookie fit? Who do you guys think is the best rookie fit this year?
Oh, easily Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun is gonna go. He's gonna break Dak Prescott's and Ben Roethlisberger's rookie records.
Yeah.
You think so? You think he's going to win a Super Bowl?
Oh, I don't think about winning the Super Bowl, but
Record stats wise.
I want to say he's gonna, as a rookie, he might go 11-5 as a rookie.
That's good.
That's Andrew Luck territory.
Because he got weapons around him,
He does.
and it's not like he can't play against great defenses because it is college, but you're still playing Alabama,
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
and Alabama drafts. I don't understand how they get these players, but they always have the top 2, top 3 defense. These guys are men amongst boys at the age of. I understand you're playing with the professionals, but that's basically an NFL ready defense.
Yep.
And look at what he did. Deshaun, he came up, and it wasn't like that was the only game. in multiple big games when he played Louisville versus Jackson, the Heisman winner. People underestimated, shined. You know, this kid, and he has better weapons now that he's in the pros, because he did have Mike Williams, and Mike Williams was a big target, 6'5", 6'4", around there, but now he has a tiger in Hopkins and Will Fuller, who from Notre Dame, who got burners, and Lamar Miller. They have weapons.
I think Miller left.
Lamar?
I think Lamar Miller might have left in free agency. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I think I'm thinking Latavius Murray.
Latavius Murray, yeah, no.
He went up to Minnesota.
Yeah, Miller's still. I believe Miller's still there. And he's still there running back.
That's running back too.
Yeah, he is good. He's young. These players that they have are young. I think the oldest on that offense might be Hopkins.
Whoa.
Wow.
And he's young.
You know what I'm saying?
Only been in the league like 4 or 5 years.
So now you put the number one. Think about this. This is the comparison. Do you remember Mark Sanchez?
Of course.
Not for his butt fumble, but for when he actually had the New York Jets competing.
Oh yeah. He was doing great.
You know what his strong suit was? He had a top 5 defense. So you give a rookie quarterback all the confidence by putting him in not top 5, not top 3, but the number 1 defense.
True.
He's definitely gonna shine. He's gonna have so much confidence when he gets off the field that he's already know he's gonna get on the field the next play.
He's already coming into the league with confidence. He just won a national. You know how many players can say they won a national championship?
And then got signed and go to one of the best teams to play.
You know that he's going to a playoff caliber team. They did it with Brock Osweiler,
They did.
who is a bust. They paid that man $72 million to do what? Nothing.
True.
Nothing.
And somebody got to pay that man. Now they gave him out
To the
Cleveland.
Browns. The Browns are desperate. You know, they'll take
Why
anything.
they did that? Why they did that?
They
bro? That was bad.
But Deshaun is going to step up. He's already come into the NFL with a bunch of confidence, and people underestimated him. And he loves to be the underdog. You know, why not? Why not show all these people I'm here for a reason? I told you what his coach said about him. Passing up on him is like passing up on Michael Jordan. That's something you don't do. And I can't wait for this.
We'll see. We'll
Can't
see
wait.
if his coach's words, stand up to his name and his stats that he has in the books.
I agree.
I'm gonna have to go down to the Seahawks over there, and Seahawks kind of after they won their Super Bowl, I feel like they kind of fell off when it came to defense and being able to get that pass rush or even the run, just the defense rushing in on the offensive line in general. So picking up Malik McDowell, I think, is a great fit for them. He definitely knows how to rush in and get into the QB's face, get past those linemen really quick. And I was watching these interviews or highlights on him before the show, and his explosiveness off the ball is something that the Seahawks definitely look for and definitely need. And they had in the past when they had one of the greatest defense out there winning that Super Bowl. But, I think McDowell is definitely going to be a great fit for the Seahawks.
He's definitely going to help out that line with Griffin.
Definitely.
Okay.
That defensive line definitely has more help now.
With Bennett and then Averill.
Okay.
Monsters.
So I got 2 points. My player that I'm going with, I think the perfect fit is Christian McCaffrey. We've got a player going to a team that was just in the Super Bowl, 15-1 just last year. They had an off year this year, got the number 8 pick and got Christian McCaffrey. I think that's going to be a great fit. I see him most likely winning Rookie of the Year. Now, as far as Deshaun Watson goes, at first I was kind of in on Deshaun. I was. Then I thought back to the last QB that won a national championship coming into college. Vince Young came to mind. And there's a lot of similarities there. I haven't heard anything negative off the field wise with Deshaun Watson, but off the field, Vince Young kind of threw his career away. He was one of the best quarterbacks coming in, Rookie of the Year, was in a great situation in Tennessee. Eddie George,
So you're saying
great defense.
that might happen to Watson?
I'm saying Deshaun Watson isn't a lock. He's a rookie. You don't know. Look at Johnny Manziel,
True.
Heisman Trophy winner. Okay, you
I
can
thought
say
you
what
know
you want.
Johnny.
You can say what you want. He went number 22 in the draft. He was supposed to be someone, and look at what off the field
I
things
thought
did
he
to him.
was going to be something.
I thought he was going to be someone.
But I feel like Deshaun doesn't get in trouble. But
As far as we know,
yeah, but
Aaron Hernandez wasn't getting in trouble as far as we knew too.
Jameis Winston got caught on stealing crab legs, but he was voted top 100 of his peers.
Jameis Winston also got a rape charge
You know
while
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
in college too.
Jameis Winston only lost 1 college game
Ever?
ever.
Which one was that?
Oregon versus Oregon in in the playoffs.
Wow.
He went. I don't think he won he won. I believe he won the national championship
Okay.
with Calvin Benjamin, and the year after went undefeated, and then went to the playoffs and lost to Oregon before Oregon got smoked by Ohio State and Ezekiel. You know,
Yeah, true.
but with Jameis is a problem. Deshaun reminds me of a more athletic Jameis Winston. I don't like how you compared him to Vince Young, because Vince Young, when Vince Young would roll out, he would look to run. Jameis would roll out and look to pass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Deshaun does that. Yeah, Deshaun is a mobile quarterback, but he is more dangerous in the pocket than on his legs. Yes, he can give you that 15 or 20 yard run when he has to, but he's more of a make your reads quarterback. Nothing's open. Run, scramble. You know how hard is it to cover an NFL wide receiver more than 5 seconds?
Vince Young dethroned USC. They were going for 3 straight championships, guys.
Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush, man, that was not an easy team to beat. And the way he beat us, same exact way Deshaun beat Alabama. He basically beat the Alabama of the 2000s. You know what I mean? So think about it like that. There's a lot of similarities there, and I don't disagree. I think Deshaun's a great player, but
We don't know
NFL's
yet.
the big boy game.
Everybody,
You're
We'll see.
hopping into a league where it's all men that
we're the stars.
I watched a couple interviews on a couple players. One in particular, Victor Cruz on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I watched him and stuff like that, and he was kind of spilling a little bit of beans when it came to things. And one thing that struck my attention was that he kind of mentioned that the league doesn't really look out for you the way that you think they do growing up.
It's
you
called
know,
the
and
not for long league for a reason.
yeah, it's more of the players that individually look out for each other and mentor each other more than the league taking care of them. So, so when it comes to things like that, you gotta sit there and look at a rookie coming into the NFL, and who's gonna really. Don't get me wrong, everybody talks to everybody, but at the same time, people do have their little circles, if they do within the team, and are they gonna sit there and go to this rookie and be like, hey, okay, so now that you're in the NFL, this is what you have to do to be successful, or are they just gonna let him ride on his own and see if he falls off the train?
He has a good foundation. The
support behind him has to be great in order for him to achieve in something that
and
gives
just
so much support.
And just his teammates, they want to win.
Exactly.
That defense brought him a long way with Brock Osweiler, who became big because he beat the Patriots in one game.
Yeah.
You remember that game?
Yeah.
And that's worth $72 million. But I'm pretty sure that now they have some young star talent in their QB spot now, because Brock Osweiler, I don't know what college did he come from?
Brock, where did he come from?
Exactly.
I'm really not sure.
Exactly.
That's how
He's
bad it is.
he's known for being that 6'7" guy who beat the Patriots when Peyton Manning got hurt. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
So but now you got this kid coming in. It's gonna work. The formula adds up, because if Mark Sanchez was able to do it, Mr. Butt Fumble, Deshaun can do it.
I could see it. It all comes down to the first couple games in that preseason.
We'll see him in preseason. He'll
You know,
definitely
see where he actually excels at.
Yeah, he's gonna take the first. I wouldn't doubt that he's gonna start. I'm 100% sure he's gonna start.
If he does start, I'm gonna have to give him at least close to 20 snaps a game.
I say his TD to interception ratio. I say as a rookie he'll throw. I say 18 to 21 touchdowns, and I want to say 7 to 9 interceptions as a rookie. Going 11-5.
That's not bad.
And then I say he'll make it to. Who did the Texans play in? They lost to the Raiders. I know that, but was that the first round?
Who? Texans?
Yeah, the Texans versus Raiders. Was that the second round?
No, they beat Raiders first round. Remember, Derek Carr got hurt.
Oh yeah, and then they lost to
And they lost to New England.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's gonna be a tough ride, because now
Super Bowl in the AFC goes to New England. You know that. Road to the Super Bowl goes to Foxborough. You guys know that.
Yeah.
You know all too well. You went to the game last year. Didn't you say that?
Yeah,
Didn't you say
actually
that?
went to
What
Foxborough.
happened? What happened? What happened? Was it a good day?
I mean, I had fun.
Oh, you did?
I was watching the game.
You were a Pats fan. You were a low-key Pats fan. That's why.
No, I had my jersey on.
Everybody's a low-key Pats fan.
I just couldn't say nothing because my team was getting destroyed.
I give you that. I'll give you that. Just like I'm going to destroy this presentation. Presented by WNRC Nichols College and New Era Radio. We're bringing to you INNFO8 Debates tonight. Hosted by Daniel Rodriguez, Macho Camacho, and Georgie the Truth. We're sorry to let you guys know that we don't think our boy John the Voice is going to be here tonight.
Ain't no voice coming tonight.
He had to work tonight. I'm not sure if he's going to be here by the end of our show, but hey, all the power to him. We know you got to get that paper.
Yeah,
Life ain't
making
easy.
the money for the family.
Life ain't easy. But wanted to go into our miscellaneous section here for a good 10, 20 minutes, you know. Got a lot to talk about. First of all, I wanted to start with what's going on with President Trump.
What's going on with President
What's
Trump?
going on with
What's
President
going on
Trump?
with him now?
Well, we just had a pretty big testimony given by James Comey, the ex-FBI director, who was fired a few months ago because apparently he wouldn't let go of an investigation of one of Trump's associates. Trump was seen basically doing things that aren't conventional for a president, like clearing a room just to have a conversation with Comey, basically about the things he wanted him to drop. There was an investigation open on, what was it, Michael Flynn?
Yeah, I think so. Yep, Michael.
He's one of the secretaries in the Trump cabinet, and he must have been. I guess what happened was he shared some type of delicate information with Russia, but
About Trump?
I don't know if it's about Trump. I think it had to do with something in the Middle East, but the way Trump refuted it is basically by saying that the Russians already knew about it. So it was something
Why
that
bother
was
go spill the beans?
exactly like why make a big deal out of something everybody was already
Yeah, but
aware
that's because CNN already leaked an article. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
see what CNN does is, and all, not only CNN, Fox, and all that.
CNN,
They
yeah.
would say Donald Trump revealed X, Y, and Z to Russia, but they'll put out an article a week before anything of this occurred about the information that was actually given to Russia. So how did they it's not like
They got caught staging fake news. CNN is fake. Fox News is fake. All of those news stations, those major news stations, are fake. For those people who still watch them, I'm sorry, you guys are stuck in a box that you guys, I guess, can't get out of it, because you guys are sitting there watching fake news, and it's been caught on camera. These news stations faking this news.
Sandy Hook.
But
that's
Sandy Hook. What do you guys think about that?
anybody going against Trump is going to lose. Sandy Hook situation. I feel like all of these mass shooting situations or mass killing situations, for the most part, I can't say all, but I'm gonna say close to half of them are staged. They have to be to where at least somebody within the CIA, FBI, government, wherever you want to branch it out to, someone has to know something is gonna happen, get tipped off, but just stay in the bush about it and not really, poke that leaf out saying, hey, I'm right here, hide and seek, come find me. It's more of, okay, well, I know this, so let's see if this person's really going to do it. Let's see if this bombing is really going to happen at the Underground concert.
So, Daniel, let me ask you, because, we're all conspiracy theorists at heart here at INNFO8, and I just want to know your opinion. What do you think about Comey's statements on Trump, basically saying that Trump is a liar, that it was delicate information that was given out, and basically Trump's refuting of his conversations with Comey? All of this is basically pointing towards he's trying to get Comey to drop an investigation that is basically, that's tampering. That's illegal what he's doing.
Why have someone drop a case on someone else?
There's got to be something you don't want people to know.
Exactly. If there's valid truth within what someone is hiding. So when you got that's like someone going against a mafia, organization, and that mafia organization comes to you and says, hey, take this down of what you know about my person, or else. What are you gonna do? would you take it down or would you want to fight back? A lot of people, it seems to a lot that what happens to a lot of people that try to fight against Trump or try to throw any negativity towards Trump that's not really supporting him is getting shut down and getting shut down very, very fast.
What's this lady's name that she did, I think, a skit or she said something about like Donald Trump?
Something Griffin.
Yeah.
Ann Griffin or something.
I forget her first name, but we could go by Miss Griffin.
And she came on and said, and her career's going downhill.
She's getting death threats and everything. And the way I see it is, if you're gonna go against him, he's gonna have individual people. He's gonna make some phone calls and be like, "Hey, send some death threats towards this person. Go to this person and rough them up a little bit, just to give them a warning of what could happen to them if they continue down this path against me." You know, so for someone to sit there and say, you know, Trump lied and all this information was leaked, even though Russia probably already knew about it, why not leak all the information then? Why not take every single important information out that the world should know and deserves to know? Why not leak it all out?
Sid the Kid, sorry to interrupt. Sid the Kid just won.
Wow.
Just saying.
Oh wow! Said the kid just won another championship.
You know how we do. I'm
Well,
a huge. I don't know much about hockey, but I used to
He
play NHL, and Sid the Kid was always like the Michael Jordan. So if you're close to Michael Jordan, you're my favorite player.
Yep. That's great.
So it was Patrick Hornquist tips the puck past PK Reen late in the third period, game-winning goal.
Mm.
Wow.
So George, the truth told a lie on air.
Oh man,
Hey.
George, the truth.
It happens. Hey, I'm
Told
one of
a
you guys.
lie.
I don't know too much about hockey myself. I was just going for PK Subban, to be honest.
Great
I just
player.
wanted to see him win. But hey, congratulations to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Congratulations, man.
I know that
It's
guy.
great. It's always great winning a championship.
I know that one guy in my job that's a huge Pittsburgh fan is gonna come in tomorrow talking all that crap. But hey, I still got it on his Steelers, so I'm happy about that. In other words, we are presented by WNRC Nichols College Radio and New Era Radio. This is
New Era.
INNFO8 Debates, coming to you live from the Hill, Dudley, Massachusetts, right from our hometown. Well, right about 5-10 minutes from our hometown, Southbridge,
Yes.
Mass. Representing Southbridge, Mass. Representing the whole 508. This is the first sports show ever in the 508. So I'm pretty proud about
Hope you
that.
guys are tuning in, listening to what we have to say. Make sure you guys get those calls in. You know,
Oh,
if you guys
yeah.
have any questions or you want to debate about something, make sure call in 508-943-8320.
So can we talk about something that's a huge change in our sports culture and everything we're so accustomed to viewing?
What?
Are that now the NFL, the NBA, Division 1 and 2, not only Division 1 and 2 teams are now pushing for females
Oh yeah.
to participate. That's
Absolutely.
a huge motion and
That
change.
is a huge motion.
I don't see why not. The way I see it, and I think a lot of guys can agree with this when it comes to certain things, is if a woman can do it, why not let her?
Exactly.
You know, so I mean, put it in a negative aspect. Just for an example, put it in a negative aspect. At least every guy says, "Oh, if a woman hits me like a man, she's gonna get hit like a man." Okay,
I
that
hope
is
not.
is wrong. It's wrong to hit a woman in the first place. Don't do that. Second of all, it's a little scary to kind of tell the woman that, because then she's, you know, no woman might want to be next to you. But you know, it comes to the same thing with sports. If a woman is able to play the sport, why not let her play the sport? There's a lot of women, you know, maybe coming out for football, saying they want to play football,
Yep.
and they're actually destroying these kids who've been playing football for years, and they're embarrassing them. You know, and baseball, basketball. Why not mix it a little bit? You know, and let these players mingle. Why are you? Maybe sexual assault might go up a little more, maybe on that, if you allow them to be in the same locker rooms and things of that nature. But I don't even think that would happen. I think they would definitely separate the locker rooms, but also have a mutual, probably have doors that lead to a mutual space within both locker rooms that probably would let them, you know, all the coaches and staff stuff be there together and talk about the game or post game, after game, and things of that nature. But when it comes to women playing with men in another sport, why not if they could do it?
I feel like it's more of a respect kind of thing, you know?
It has to be.
I feel like pro players this is our world, and you know, I don't want to seem rude or anything, but it's more of a manly world, you know what I'm saying? Well, not manly sport, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a baking contest, but I mean, I love bakery and I love all that
Hey,
stuff.
there's a lot of men that could bake.
You know, I don't want to knock them, but you know what I'm saying? When it comes to football, you know, we were always, as men, we were always taught to not hit females, but now you want someone to, you know, just destroy a girl. But
That's true.
You know, and things like that, and it comes to also respect, as we see females pushing towards being officials. You know,
Yeah.
look at the first the first NFL referee, Sarah Thomas. That's monumental. That's like a Jackie Robinson. That's like a Jackie Robinson moment.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? But look what happened. She got into an altercation with Steve Smith. And Steve Smith is known to run his mouth, you know? And he said that this is a man's sport. You don't belong here type of deal, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And things like that, you know, it happens all the time in our culture. Not only with sports, but in music, how we downgrade and devalue females, you know what I'm saying? They don't show any type of respect, and you were raised by a female. But these women are they're showing up. And they're breaking boundaries that only Jackie Robinson and great other names like that have done. I can honestly say things like that, you know?
Yeah, it's true, because not a lot of women would have the courage to even step up and say, yeah, I'll go play basketball for the NBA. I'll go play football for the NFL. No, they definitely want to, you know, excel and take that next step and push their limits as well. So yeah, it definitely big on the respect thing, and it's always been. Ever since we first founded this nation, when it came, not besides the blacks and Hispanics and everything else, but when it came to more of a woman type of issue, you know, women paved their way to get to vote. You know what I mean? To get equal rights as men, and all these other things through the history. So now it's 2017. And women want to play with men, or at least, you know, ref and be an official for a man's sport. I don't see why not. I don't see the harm in it. If a woman can take the beating playing in the NFL, or take the long span of time of running back up and down the court in the NBA, why not?
There was
with men.
There was a Division II school, Adams State, who signed Becca. She's a kicker. Her name is Becca Longo.
I think I read about that.
They gave her a full scholarship, full ride, first female ever.
I think I read about that.
Come on. That's not setting. That's not pushing the movement.
That is.
That's pushing the culture.
Trying to push the movement.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's breaking boundaries.
That's breaking barriers right there.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that should be talked about. I should see things like that being praised. You know, because I don't know. I've watched many YouTube videos of it's gonna sound a little, but of female running backs, and these girls take a beating.
They do.
But guess what?
Wow.
They also give it back.
They do.
They can hang with
females are amazing humans. Women are amazing when it comes to so many things that they can do. You think about it. If a woman wants to, she can become a mother and take care of a baby for 9 months in her belly, and then for 12 years, or I'm sorry, not 12, 18 years, take care of a child, or maybe more than one. And then on top of that, still have to probably, if she's a great businesswoman, you know, she runs her business, or, you know, she works in a very high class facility, you know what I mean, where she has the advantage of taking care of her kids, bringing them to school, do her business as a woman working, and still come home and take care of her husband as well.
Yeah, that's
now these women that play sports, that dedicate themselves to sports and sit there and want to work out, be in the gym, still have their job on the side, still have their time to take care of their family if they have a family at the time. You know, so women are amazing, amazing human beings. They can do a lot. So
I
when
agree.
it comes for a woman to hop into the NFL, put some pads on, and go
I
against
won't be surprised if that happens.
since there and run towards Vince Wilfork,
Wow.
I
you
don't
got
know.
you. Excuse my language, but you got some cojones.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know about those skill positions yet. Not yet, but I see a lot of females, I want to say like
Field
soccer
goal kickers?
players
Okay, yeah.
being punters and kickers. You got to start somewhere. And
Where
then,
they barely get hit, kind of.
you know, and then make your way up.
Yeah,
I feel, but still, that's a huge foot in the door.
It is.
Now you have little girls growing up, oh, I want to be an NFL kicker. Because I'm sorry, kickers, you know how much pressure is on a kicker?
A lot.
True.
You know, and things like that are monumental. Things like that go down in the history books, but it's going to play a
They
big
do.
role. It's going to be all about respect and the way you talk to these athletes, because they have helmets and shoulder pads just like everyone else, so they got to endure everything
The
that,
trash talk.
you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? They got to be able to give it.
Yeah,
If-
absolutely.
If they can take it, they have to be able to take it, and if they can take it, they have to know how to dish it back out. Because the trash talk with these players, they don't show it on camera. They don't, even when you listen to NFL mic'd up or stuff like that, they don't really show the real trash talk that these players are
They
talking to each
monitor
other.
it.
You know, so the trash talk a woman would have to take, you know how much would come at her? Would she is she strong enough to hold it, or is she gonna break down mid game and not be able to perform to her best of abilities?
Okay.
That's like, let me give you an example. When I was going through basic training for the military, when I was in the National Guard, the drill sergeants and stuff like that, they would come out and they would be a little frustrated, or we would have a debate and stuff like that as well about women actually joining the infantry. And I believe they already passed it to where women can actually join the infantry. Now, for people who don't know, the infantry was only made for men. And if you don't know what the infantry is, it's for the Army, the Marines go in first. You know, they're the guys that go in, you know, shut stuff down. And then the Army infantrymen are the second to go in, technically. And they're the ones that, you know, make sure, you know, get the zones all locked in, green zone, red zone, make sure everything's all set, get the base set up, stuff like that. So for a woman to actually say, hey, she wants to join the infantry, the front line, and she wants to shoot against guys and risk her life in the front line, not just be a medic or a cook in the back, you know, making our food or anything like that. She wants to be up there shooting with us in the front line against our enemies. So that's a great example right there of women breaking barriers. She has enough courage to join something that is so monumental.
I absolutely agree there. That was a great analogy, by the way, too.
Thank you.
Great analogy. I think it opens doors for girls of all ages, but especially the
Stay tuned
adolescent
to all
girls.
these female. I'm telling you,
It's gonna be.
it's
change.
2017, guys.
Give it 5 to 10 years.
Pay attention to your movies. Pay attention to your TV shows. Pay attention to your commercials. Pay attention to the new movies coming, especially the new movies. All these new movies coming out where a president is involved. It's a female. Anything big that has a big role played in it, it's almost a female. Almost all the time, a female.
Wonder Woman just came out.
I gotta go see that.
I need to see that myself. I've been
I
trying
heard
to watch
Wonder
that.
Woman was dope. But yeah, like I was saying, it opens doors for especially the adolescent girls, you know? There's a girl from Worcester, Mass that Camacho used to coach in little youth basketball named Aaliyah Boston, who's actually representing her country for the USA basketball team. Right here from Worcester, Massachusetts.
I'm telling you, this girl is amazing.
Wow.
I'm telling you, she was my first pick. And it was co-ed.
Shout out to Aaliyah Boston.
Doing big things.
Big things. That's awesome.
Shout out to Aaliyah Boston. We're proud of you, girl. Keep doing your thing out there. She scored 17
Show
points
these
the other
men
night.
what you can do, man. Show these men.
Show
You
'em.
can play just as hard as them.
Kidding me, man? I remember I drove past her for an easy layup, and all of a sudden, she shot. Oh my God! I thought I got blocked by the Kevin
And
Mutombo.
that was a few
She
years
shot
ago.
that out
Imagine
the
that.
air.
You know what I'm saying? That's when she was like, she's 16 now.
Yeah.
She was like 14 at the time.
Wow.
She's 6.
So she's only 16.
Yeah, she's 6'2", 6'3".
Wow.
And she's her footwork is out of this world. She learned that from a highly intelligent man, Diego McClain, trained her to. This guy made her a star. She had all the potential.
USA
He
basketball.
gave her all the tools,
And
it was on her, and she pulled out that tool belt, and she has it all. She can shoot the three, she can hit that 17-footer, she can kill you on the block with her post move, and she's up. I'm gonna say elite defender, and then an elite shot blocker.
I gotta
Let's
do my
say.
homework.
Let's see what she can
I
do
gotta
in
see what
college,
she
man.
can
Where do you
do.
think she goes to college?
Come on, UConn.
UConn.
Come on, why not?
Best of the best.
She has to. She's definitely gonna get looked at by her. By Calhoun. Oh, is it Calhoun? No,
Gino
it's Gino.
Auriemma.
Gino. Yeah, Calhoun was the old man basketball.
Mhm.
Come on, Gino knows. Why not? She's basically a local girl, you know. She's close to UConn. She's probably like what, 40 miles.
True.
You know, why go too far? Your family's there. They want to see you. Why not go to the best team who just lost last year, snapped 100 and something game winning streak, but bounced right back?
True.
You know,
True. I'll give you that. And before we move on to our next segment, now that we're talking about 508 local people doing big things in sports, got to give a shout out to Irvin Gonzalez. He's a recently turned pro boxer. He's a young man from Worcester, Mass. Took home a title last night. Fought at the DCU Center. It was a big breaking barriers event for the 508 as far as boxing goes. We got a few professional boxers coming out of
East is
the
coming out with a lot
508.
of professionals.
Yeah, and also even someone from Southbridge, Wilfredo, one of these great boxers that really didn't get the recognition he deserves because he didn't go pro until later in his 30s. But he was a great fighter. He's fought a lot of fights around here in the local area and kind of set the mark for a fighter from Southbridge.
That's awesome.
And
It's always
Southbridge is a
great
small
to see
town.
somebody from a hometown make it to the big screen, basically. Or
Exactly.
at least almost get there if they do get there, or at least get to participate in it. It's a great achievement.
Exactly. So shout out to Irvin Gonzalez. We absolutely appreciate you, man. You made
Man, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing your training. Everything
Absolutely.
is working for you perfectly, so don't stop anything. Keep that motivational drive going, brother.
Absolutely. We're proud of you, man. You're making the 508 proud. Just want to say we are presented by WNRC Nichols College
WNRC.
Radio, New Era Radio as well. So just make sure you're tuning into INNFO8 Debates on YouTube as well. We're on live from 10 p.m. to 12 every Sunday night. But before we move forward, we're going to go ahead and give you guys one last PSA for the night.
Yo, Sir rocks a lot.
Sir Rock.
That happened.
Oh man.
Now we're getting into the greatest athlete.
Greatest athlete of all time.
In what, NBA?
All time.
Oh, all time. I'm gonna have to go with a nigga named Barry
Tim's about to call.
Barry Sanders. Right? That's his name in the NFL, right? No, Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders was nasty at running back. Both of the brothers were, actually.
Who's your greatest athlete of all time, guys?
I'm sorry, but Tom Brady's not on that list. Tom Brady, woo! The Photoshop.
Huh?
That's Photoshop.
Yeah.
Showing you what Photoshop look like.
Yeah.
I worked with Photoshop for a little bit in school. It's pretty amazing what you can do with Photoshop.
Really?
Yeah, Photoshop is amazing. Amazing tool that they made for Windows. I say you trap all day, you trap all night. A what? A yeah. A yeah. A what? Cause you chillin' in the 508 corner now. Biden and Biden. I'm not a rapper. Not a rapper, YouTube. Sorry. Call me Bill Smith.
And we're back with INNFO8 Debates presented to you by WNRC Nichols College Radio and New Era Radio. Shout out to Sir Jam. We appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Going right into our last segment of every Sunday. We're famous for this, guys.
Famous.
Our Debate of the Day segment. It's the last segment of the day with INNFO8 Debates, where we pick one of the many debates in sports history and try to decipher them and basically put an end to all debates.
Yeah.
And today, since our boy LeBron James wants to go ahead and ignite a fire under my butt
Okay.
and try to say that Brady's not the greatest athlete of all time, which
man.
I agree with him there.
Why?
Brady doesn't play defense.
That's
He
true.
only plays one side of the ball. So he made a great point right there. Got to give it to him. But today we're going to say our debate of the day is greatest athlete of all time. We're going to pick one guy, any sport at all, any Olympian at all, anything. Who is your greatest athlete of all time and why? We're going to go ahead and start with, who wants to go first? Come on. Hands.
See, that's a good. I'll go first. That's
Okay.
a good. That's a good point you brought up, and LeBron brought up. Was for those teams or organizations that players don't play the opposite side of the ball or whatever court or whatever it is. It's kind of hard to pick a player from there to be the top player of all time. So I could definitely see the argument with that. But for me, a top player of all time, I would have to go and say more of an inspirational player. Instead of a top player for me, it'd be more of like someone who inspired others to do something, not in a specific sport, but within their own sport. I'm definitely wow.
There's so many to choose from.
There
It's
is.
ridiculous.
I got so many names rolling through my head right now from different sports, and it's tough. It's tough.
If
But
you're going to go combat sports, boxing, MMA,
Yeah.
you got to go Muhammad Ali, in my opinion.
hey, he was one of the greatest. Yes.
He is. He definitely is. He set the mark. He's just an icon for a lot of people. He's a person that a lot of people looked up to. He probably instilled a lot of greatness in a lot of the athletes that we saw, make their stake in their own, respective eras.
Yeah.
But as far as greatest athlete of all time,
I don't know.
of all
I would
time,
have to say it would have to be a player who broke not just boundaries within the sport but around the world. So racial boundaries or something along that nature. Someone who the first Negro player to ever play in the league of MLB or NBA, NFL,
Okay.
hockey.
that's a good way to look at it.
So, or the first female athlete to
Yep.
ever want to play in a certain type of sport.
Okay.
So, my head keeps leading towards Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
He gave an emotional speech to say Deion
Yes.
Sanders.
That's a
great
great pick.
My head keeps leaning towards Deion Sanders.
That's
He
a
was
great pick.
an amazing player on and off the field. He definitely gave his players the most inspirational speeches you could ever hear before games and after games, mid games, at halftime, to get these guys fired up. And then he was able to walk the walk and talk the talk at the same time. He would
Not
walk
many
and
can
talk
do it.
on the field.
He ran a 4.5 backwards
Yes.
in a
That's
back pedal.
ridiculous.
Come on.
He went to the combine in a limo, told the limo driver stay here, ran a 40 and ran straight to the limo. Said, "Okay, let's go."
Come on, he was an amazing player. Like I said, I had a lot of names rolling through my head, but I just kept going back to Deion.
Okay. I respect that. That's a great pick as your greatest of all time. Let me hear it, Camacho. Who's your greatest of all time?
My greatest of all time.
Greatest athlete of all time.
Better not say Mayweather.
Okay, so how hard is it to move at a rapid speed off land?
I like where you're going with this.
Okay, so my athlete of all times is someone who said, "I feel most at home in the water. I disappear. That's where I belong." He won 28 gold medals.
Okay.
He's broken all types of records. He hung out with Justin Bieber.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Michael Phelps.
Phelps.
Michael Phelps is
AKA
not
the
only
fish.
the greatest pro swimmer, Olympic swimmer to ever do it, but to swim at a speed that he does, you know how much muscle and the way that your body has to be set up to move like a shark. and he's out of his element now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You put him on land, I'm pretty sure he's still fast.
Yeah.
You put him in the water, he's faster.
You can't catch him. I wouldn't be able to catch. I wouldn't be able to keep up with the guy.
I'll give you
That's
that.
a great pick.
And it's not only like
He's great.
this guy has shattered records.
Okay.
He's beaten everybody that you put against him, and he's not going up against. He's going up against the best because he's going up against Olympic.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? It's
I'll
not
give you that.
amateurs.
So does he have an undefeated type of record when it comes to
Oh,
swimming?
I can't wait till it's my turn. I'm gonna get you, boy.
Oh.
Go ahead, Daniel.
I don't know if he's lost. I don't think he's lost in the Olympics. He might have came in second once, maybe in the.
Yeah, I
in
think
the-
that Lochte dude beat
Yeah,
him. Ryan
once.
Lochte.
Okay.
But he was a U.S. dude too, right?
Yeah, Ryan Lochte's U.S.
Okay, so
we're
the
still
US
winning.
still won.
And then he
Okay.
came back the next year and
I
smoked.
love how we all agree when it comes to the U.S. USA.
Hey, USA, even though this country is killing us. Hint, hint, everybody open their eyes. USA.
Hey, you're
love
talking
that.
too much. They gonna.
We gotta stay woke. We gotta stay
Stay
woke.
Always.
All right, so now that it's
Let
my
me hear
turn.
this. Let me hear this. Let me.
All right.
That's the truth.
Here's one thing I'm gonna say. I don't disagree. He's got the most gold medals of all time. Michael Phelps. That's a great pick. Honestly,
You sound
it
like
is.
Kanye West. Let me hear it.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I don't think Michael Phelps is the greatest of all time for one reason and one reason only. He's competing against himself. He's not competing against anyone. When you watch him swim, first of all, for me personally, it's not very exciting to watch. Second of all, he's so far ahead of everyone else. It's like you know who's gonna win that swimming match when you watch the Olympics. You know.
True.
It's to be expected now. Now, I had a few choices in mind. I could easily go LeBron as greatest athlete of all time. And you guys, I'm not even gonna go there because I don't want to be labeled as a LeBron lover. Oh, he's hopping, team hop, whatever. Okay, whatever.
There's
Call me
an
what you want.
official terminology for that.
Yeah, I know. Vic puts the flip flop pictures in
No.
my comments every week.
I'll look it up, but keep going.
Nah, but anyways, where was I going with that, guys?
You didn't want. You're not gonna say LeBron.
Okay, yes. I'm not going to say LeBron, but I am going to say a basketball player.
Okay.
Because the greatest in-game athlete that I've ever witnessed is Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter. And the reason I
Can't
say
go
this,
wrong with that.
the reason I say this is because in basketball, you're not really measured on such a broad scale on your speed. When I say that, I mean like football. You're running 100 yards. Soccer, you're running 100 yards up and down. You gotta have speed in that. So you can't really measure speed too much in the NBA. So that's kind of a negative asterisk on this. But if you watch the highlights, what is more fun than watching Vince Carter jump over a 7-footer in the Olympics? What is more fun than watching the 2000 dunk contest? Vince Carter was the man for a long time, guys.
He can
Even on the
still do
Knicks,
it. He
even
was.
on the Nets days.
He's still doing
He's
it.
still doing it in 2017.
He's
Hey,
still
what is he doing now?
He's
Plays in
on
Memphis.
He's
Okay.
in Memphis, right?
Yep.
Is he in Memphis?
Yeah. Plays
Yeah,
in
that's right, because he was on Dallas a few years back.
Yep.
He's still playing to this
Still
day.
playing.
Going
And
strong.
when did he get drafted? 96? 97?
I don't know, but
He was on the Raptors early.
2004, Vince Carter was a problem.
Oh yeah, Nets.
That's when he was.
Jason Kidd.
That's when he was jumping out the gym.
Oh,
That's
That's a good
pick,
point, but
yeah.
I feel like
when-
in-game athlete. I would say
Okay.
just in-game athlete. You know, that dude that will put on a show with his athleticism,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
Randy Moss. You can
Yeah,
say that for the NFL. For the NFL, Randy Moss could be very well up there with Deion Sanders' as greatest athlete of all time. There was no one keeping up with Randy Moss at one point.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's
There
He's
was
a little cocky about it.
coming, hey, but
you
Another
got it.
Deion.
Brought it.
another
Who
Deion
wouldn't be,
Sanders.
but he
Walk the walk and talk the talk,
with
baby.
Randy, he was a great player. I
He
loved
was.
him, especially when he played with my Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I loved it.
Yeah.
But just his all-around attitude when it came to the game, it threw me off with him.
Okay.
It definitely threw me off with Randy. You know, I felt like he was more of like a stuck-up type of player on the field. Maybe off the field, he was a little bit different.
You think that's why we lost in 07? Oh, I heard Steven mention it.
God, You just stabbed me in the gut.
No,
I stabbed myself in the heart.
it's the piece of gum
It
I
was
put
Welker.
on
Welker dropped that pass and made us lose that game.
Yeah, if Welker catches that pass in the fourth quarter, we run out the clock. It's over. They never even have a shot.
But Edelman made up for that catch during the Super Bowl, so don't worry about it, guys. We definitely came back on another lead, so
He said Vince Carter.
he brought it back.
He wasn't better than Tracy McGrady. He
And,
said,
on top of that, you said in game.
yeah, bro. You telling me Nate Robinson wasn't as exciting as Vince Carter, Spud Webb? These dudes were 5'6", 5'8", doing what they both won dunk contests just like Vince Carter, except they're 5'8". They were a whole foot smaller than them.
And that should be more astonishing than somebody who's
6'6".
6'6", yeah, 6 feet.
You know, like I give it to you, Vince Carter. Oh my God, he's
The athleticism is what I was really keying in on.
yeah. But then what about Gerald Green?
Gerald Green, hey, he's a great athletic finisher as well, but he doesn't have that prestige like Vince Carter has. Vince Carter went into the dunk contest and absolutely revolutionized the dunk contest.
There's never been another dunk contest like the 2000s.
Not even Michael Jordan's dunk
No.
contest. Not even Spud Webb. Not even Nate Robinson's 3 winning dunk contest. Not even Superman. Not even Blake Griffin jumping over a car.
But no, wait. Matter of fact, I lied because that Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine show. Come on,
Yeah, that was a dunk fest.
come on. This guy had the mascot.
I'm sad Zach LaVine got hurt this year.
You know why he got hurt?
Why?
Because he said he wasn't being in the dunk contest, and that's what he's known for. You don't curse yourself like that.
You and your superstitions.
Hey,
Say those.
You and your superstitions.
you know why?
Sometimes
You know
it was
why
hard.
we? You know why the Steelers lost in the AFC Championship?
Why?
Because I was wearing my Steeler jersey.
So you should have wore
So
a
you-
Gronk jersey.
No, if I don't wear my jersey, we win. And the day I wore it,
You lost.
we lost.
Oh yeah?
Well, that's a good that's a good way of thinking about it.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know,
thinking, it happened.
It's very superstitious.
It always
of
happens.
you.
Superstitions like that are crazy to happen, but when it comes to having WNRC on the radio and having us talk with INNFO8 Debates, and letting our presenters do this, or let us do this and give us the opportunity, like New Era Radio, being able to allow us to be on the air and voice our opinions and voice our debates that you guys are talking about out in the real world. WNRC and New Era definitely gives us that opportunity out of Nichols College. If you guys definitely want to tune in to us, tune in every Sunday, 10 o'clock at night to 12. It's only 2 short hours. I know you guys have school and work in the morning, take your kids or you in general. But definitely take the 2 hours out of your time every Sunday to tune in to WNRC Radio at Nichols College. Shout out to New Era and Sir Jam, who's definitely given us this opportunity out here to voice our opinions out to the Massachusetts area and around the world. So if you guys are tuning in, definitely give us a call. If you guys have debates you guys want to talk about, anything about sports related, community related, world related,
Anything.
we'll talk about it, guys.
Absolutely anything.
508-943-8320. And that's again, 508-943-8320.
Yes. Give us a call. We'll debate anything and everything. I need to hear your calls. Let's see what we got tonight. I want somebody to try to prove me wrong. I want somebody to try to embarrass me up here like Jesse did a few weeks back. Where's this week's Jesse? Give us a call. 508-943-8320.
I got a question.
What's up?
We don't really see it as often now, but there was like a little spike in the world of where famous people wanted to join the military. And athletes were joining the military, and there's a couple athletes that are still enlisted in the military.